Hey, good news. More Americans are now 401K millionaires. Too bad that our money's worth half as much over the last 3 years. Thanks, printing money, the Fed. But I guess it is kind of good news. So let's take a look at what this is saying, what it means. It's saying that there's been an increase from April till the end of June. So now we're later than that, but it says there was an increase. Let's see what that increase, what was in it, why that happened. It says numerous factors played a role in gains, including the ability to stick to savings for the long haul. So stick to savings, set and forget it, invest always, early, often, for the long haul. When does long haul end? Well, it says so you can enter your golden years with $1 million. It says overall, the increases were based upon ongoing employee contributions. Okay, so it was based upon contributions. People put money in with a positive market performance, but it started with money going in. So just because there's more, if you put more in and you waited a really long time, is that always good news? I mean, let's look and go a little bit deeper here. Let's see, for the first half of the year, it's saying that there's 45 million people that have accounts here, okay? So 45 million people actually have accounts here at Fidelity. 45 million IRA, 401K, and 403B. So 45 million. How many actually are seven figures? 378,000. So out of 45 million, 378,000 people are at $1 million or more in the retirement account. That's less than 1%, right? It would need to be 450,000 to be 1%, 4.5 million to be 10%, and it's less than 1%. So if they framed it as less than 1% of our people are millionaires in the retirement accounts, that doesn't sound good, because it says the reason that's hard to get to is because it's the amount that you save and how long you can wait. The amount you can save and how long you can wait is the primary function, and then it kind of mentioned also market performance. So that's a pretty important thing to think about here, is they make this sound like percentages. Oh, it went from 20,000 more people out of 45 million people. Is that exciting? That much percentage more people, or what percentage total? This is how, if you torture numbers long enough, they'll confess to anything. Statistics, if you say 95% of people are not financially independent, or you know what, 5% of people are financially independent. Like, it's the same thing, but how we phrase it changes how we view it in our brains. So when it's talking about all this and talking about the returns, it says very few 401k accounts are all stock, which means they won't track to the S&P. So they're using target date funds, and they're rebalancing and kind of stuff, and they're doing diversification. So when a lot of people think, oh, the market's done this, well, is that what you did in your portfolio? That's something to take into consideration. And how much of it was performance versus you putting money in? How much was it you just waited long enough? Because compound interest works pretty good from year 20 to 30, not so good from year 1 to 10. It's kind of anemic. It's a little bit slow. So it says another explanation for spike in balances. Student loan borrowers have used student loan payments pause to focus on retirement savings. So again, they put more money in. So what are the secrets of these 401k millionaires? The new Millionaire Club members are not your run-of-the-mill savers. The Fidelity breakdown shows that average, they save 17.2% of their pay. 17.2% is going to these plans. Could they have made more than $1 million outside of these plans? How have the funds truly performed? Because they're not really talking about that. They're talking about contribution, how long you waited. What's the opportunity cost? It's saying that that's pretty hard for a lot of people, but the average age of retirement account millionaire, oh, guess what? It's 59 years old. So look, if you start at 20 and take 17.2% of your money, you could be a millionaire at age 59. Well, guess what? 20-year-olds, when you're 59, that'll buy you a thing of toothpaste. I mean, inflation is going to decimate that. What used to be $1 million in 1980 and $1 million today are very different things on what they could buy. So this is kind of an important note. How much you put in is a big part of it. How much you earn is something they're not really talking about all that much here. And how long you're willing to wait. This is the set it and forget it mode of wealth is a function of how much money can you put in. It takes money to make money is what they want you to believe. Hey, how much risk can you take early when you're early on and then rebalance over time because you can't afford to take risk later on? Well, guess what? Risk can increase your chance of losing. So why would you want to increase your chance of losing? Start to mitigate that risk. Smooth over the volatility. Look into cash flow. Look at how you can reduce fees. Look at how you can keep more of what you make. Look at ways that you can grow yourself and make more money, not just risk it in the retirement plan that you don't get any cash flow for along the way. And the third, they use the terms you're in it for the long haul. When does the long haul end? When you die, that doesn't sound very fun. It sounds like a terrible CrossFit workout. I've said this before, where there's cylinder blocks pushing up a hill. It just makes me think of my CrossFit days where I was mentally exhausted and I actually wasn't as healthy because I was just having to eat all day and I was hurt half the time. I mean, for some people, it's a good thing. For me, it was kind of a douchey thing. But the bottom line is the long haul. Does that sound like something you want to be part of? The long haul? My dad was a coal miner. When they went on a long haul, that meant that he had to work overtime. We didn't see him very much. So look, this is just saying invest more money, wait longer periods of time, because becoming a millionaire can have a profound effect on how people view themselves and their behavior. One, it may increase spending because they feel more affluent, or it may increase savings because they view themselves to be a successful saver and want to continue to build on that success. Well, that didn't really tell us anything. Sound like, well, which one is it? Who are you? What's your relationship to money? Have you taken the Money Persona quiz, GarrettGunderson.com/quiz, and understand subconsciously and consciously what you do to sabotage or grow your wealth, and how you work with other money personas and how that impacts you with your significant other. And understanding that will be a lot better than saying, well, some people save more, some people spend more. Okay, well, that's not helpful. Let's make it personal to you. And rather than just set your money over to a retirement plan that doesn't create cash flow, that has a whole bunch of fees that we didn't even hear about in here, that has volatility when the market goes up and down, that maybe invest in things you don't even know or understand, that ultimately might have a problem where it's deferring tax and taxes go up, and when you go to pull it out, you end up paying more in tax than if you just paid the tax today, just to name a few things. Look, you should get Killing Sacred Cows. I'll even gift it to you. It is GarrettGunderson.com/offer. There's 3 pages at the back of the book. Read the pages on the 401k. It's going to give you the 15 problems that aren't being talked about in this article because they're trying to trick you into getting your money into a plan that you then have to pay tax if you get it out. And there's so many people that go, well, I don't want to pay taxes. So they might die with $1 million in their retirement plan. But if you never spend it, that's 100% tax. So if you want to see through a lot of this information and start to think better for yourself, take back control of your finances, we'll click through the other video, grab some of the gifts I give you along the way, and enjoy your day. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you're enjoying these videos, well, there's good news. More where that came from, so go ahead and click through and watch the next video now.